What's going on, guys? Multiverse Corrupt here with yet another action figure review video, and today we're having a look at Superman from McFarlane Toys. As always, guys, starting off this video, we are taking a look at the McFarlane packaging, and it is, of course, that black, white, and blue Superman with the open-faced window, looking absolutely amazing with his battle axe and shield down here at the bottom. DC, Multiverse, and Superman's name down here at the bottom as well. Flipping over here to the side, guys, we see this is Superman from the comic DC Future State, and then flipping over to the back is this phenomenal product image of the figure just wielding that battle axe, looking absolutely amazing. Flipping them over here, guys, nothing really going on other than DC Multiverse and Superman's name. Nothing going on up here at the top, and then down here at the bottom is the barcode for you barcode guys. With all that said now, guys, let's go ahead and rip Superman out of the packaging and take a closer look. Sent to Earth from the dying planet of Krypton as a baby, Kal-El was found by farmers Martha and Jonathan Kent and raised as their son Clark. As Clark grew up, the radiation from Earth's yellow sun gave him extraordinary powers, which he kept hidden. Now fully grown, he uses his powers to protect his adoptive world as Superman. After years of adventure, Superman is missing and presumed dead. In actuality, the Man of Steel is across the galaxy, imprisoned on World by the new Mongol. Forced to fight for his life in an arena and lacking his powers, Superman must stay alive and somehow find a way to return home. So right here, guys, is Superman out of the packaging on the rotating turntable, and he looks freaking immaculate. I absolutely love this figure. McFarlane Toys really just knocked it out of the park. They really do show all the love and care into these main characters of the DC universe. It's a little bit of a letdown for the other figures, but when it just comes to the Superman and the Batman, they do a job well done. So with all that said, guys, let's go ahead and get Superman off of the rotating turntable and take a closer look at the accessories that he came with. When it comes to his accessories, guys, this Superman does come with the classic McFarlane stand. He is lacking his superpowers like the read-up said, so just the DC stand with DC just stamped there on the front. No flight stand included here. Going over here now, guys, to the trade-in card. I really do love this image of Superman holding his shield with his axe tucked behind him, just ready to walk up and do some damage even without the powers. Going over here to the back side now, guys, we do have the read-up if you want to pause the screen and read it right now. Going on up here now, guys, taking a look at the battle axe. It is a soft plastic, but that does not mean bend it in all ways, because I have tried that already and I've got a little snappage going on up here. Nothing a little super glue can't fix. It's not really going to drive me too crazy, but I am going to glue it just in case. Other than that though, guys, this is a good battle axe here. I like the spikes at the edge, and I like the red wraps going around the handle, although I personally would have had them go all the way down just to get a little more grip throughout the whole thing. But I digress. Going over here now, guys, looking at this shield. This is freaking amazing. Look at that. Just look at that shield, guys. The gray and the brown just really pop. And this is a bit of a light gray. It looks like on the camera it's kind of making it into a darker gray, but it is a bit of a lighter gray than what you guys are seeing right now. Flipping over here to the back, guys, we do have the little like leather wraps, but they are a hard plastic, so you don't worry about warping it in any way, shape, or form. All you do is tuck his arm through there and he'll hold it just fine. With all that said though, guys, let's go ahead and move away from the accessories and dive in closer to Superman's detail. In terms of detail, guys, starting off with the head sculpt on this Superman, he looks amazing. The only gripe I have is that side eye is making a return. Like right here on the screen, you see from early 2022, where the figure's eyes were making a hard exit left or right. I want my figures to be looking forward. The side eye has to stop. I cannot stand being restricted to having my figures constantly posed facing a certain way for his eyes to make sense. Because if I have him like this, what's he looking at over there? I want him to look this way. So it's just annoying to be restricted to having him face a certain way. But other than that, going over here to the rest of it, guys, he does, of course, have a 5 o'clock shadow on his face. On mine, unfortunately, it's a little scuffed up over here, but on this side, it looks fine. A little Superman chin strap going on here, but it doesn't bother me that bad. Going down to his logo now, guys, the Kingdom Come Superman logo has got to be one of the all-time best Superman logos. Like red and black, you just can't be beat. That is a beautiful color combo. So it's just a phenomenal piece to have, and it just screams that Kingdom Come Superman is on his way. There's no way around it. We've already seen this photo here of Kingdom Come Batman, so now we need the Kingdom Come Superman. Flipping over here to the back now, guys, this has got to be one of my favorite designs for a Superman cape by McFarlane. Just the way it has that slight and subtle swoop in the wind, and even the tattering going on at the end of the cape. It just looks immaculate. It is fantastic. Flipping him back over here to the front now, guys. Looking at the arms, he is sculpted with the muscle and the veins throughout his arms. Going down here to his midsection now, guys, we do see Superman in his iconic Superman underwear, but they are a dark brown with a silver logo. I am glad that the logos are matching. I know there was a time there where McFarlane was not matching up the belt to the chest, but now I am glad that he is doing that. Going all the way down here to the legs now, guys, we do have muscle tone going on here. So they're not just these thick plastic toothpicks that go straight down with no detail. So McFarlane is still showing love in that department. Going down here to finish it off, guys, with the boots. I love the wrinkles throughout his boots. They look absolutely amazing. It's ever so slight, but it goes a long way. With all that said, though, guys, let's go ahead and zoom out of the detail and take a closer look at Superman's size and size comparison with some articulation. When it comes to how tall this Superman stands, guys, this Superman does stand at about the 7 1/4 mark, so he is still considered that 7-inch scale. When it comes to his articulation, guys, let's go ahead and get him off of the stand and move him closer into the camera here. His head articulation does look up very slightly. A little dog hair on him, it looks like. But he does look up ever so slightly, and he looks down quite a bit. He does rotate all the way around thanks to the ball joint, and he has head articulation. It does tilt side to side. When it comes to his arm does go up about that far. It does rotate all the way around, and it does, of course, have bicep swivel. Going over to his elbows, he does, of course, have double hinged elbows as well, and his wrists are on that wrist hinge and peg, so they do rotate all the way around, and they hinge up and down just fine. Going to his ab crunch now, guys. His ab crunch, of course, is non-existent, but it does crunch back. Still makes no sense to me. 22 points of articulation, but they never crunch forward. I don't understand it. It's very confusing. His waist articulation is a little tight, but it does rotate all the way around. When it comes to his leg articulation, guys, his leg does go forward about that far. It goes back about that far with a mega McFarlane crotch gap going on here. He does, of course, have double hinged knees, and his ankle articulation, he goes down, he goes up ever so slightly. There's pretty much non-existent there, but it's just due to the shackles here. He does, of course, have toe articulation, and he does possess ankle pivot. Starting off the size comparison, guys, here we have the Superman and the Batman, both from DC Future State, and they do scale together beautifully. Right here, guys, we do have DC Future State Jonathan Kent Superman next to his father, and they both look amazing. I am A-OK with Superman standing taller than his son. Jumping out of the DC universe, guys, here we have Superman next to the recently looked at NECA Toys Warrior Predator. And as you can see, Warrior stands over the Man of Steel. And last but not least, we have the Mr. Fantastic from Marvel Legends. And he is still just simply too small. Alrighty, guys, and there you have it. Another action figure review video in the books on my channel for you guys to enjoy. When it comes to my review on this Superman, I'm going to have to give him a solid 9.5 out of 10. I really do love this figure. He looks fantastic. But if Side-Eye's making a comeback, it's gonna bother me. It's gonna hurt these figures just a little bit. I'm just so glad that he's not coming back with the super exaggerated hard exit stage right, looking off at God knows what. And yes, I know. They said this Superman did not have his powers, but I couldn't pass it up. We gotta see what he looks like, and I've gotta see this Superman fight a Thor or two. With all that said though, guys, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me a comment down in the comment section below, and I will see you in the next video.